for it.
Tell the truth, when you were watching the game, you started watching the game within the game, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You kept your eyes on 88 of Dallas and 24 of Washington and watch what they were doing on each and every snap. And, boy, what a battle it was. An absolute fierce one. Dez's team ends up getting the victory.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This is Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On third down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now Prescott on fourth down, surveying the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to it. After the interception, here's Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron, 78 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Throwing, Prescott going right side. He has Witten. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Bryant, the lone receiver left. Looking to throw. Prescott. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They come out here in the eye. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. Coming back out on the field, the Detroit Lions, or as many are calling them, the Cardiac Cats, as we said earlier. 7 fourth-quarter comebacks. All 11 games so far decided by 7 points or fewer. First time in NFL history that's happened. It's unbelievable.
It really is, and it reminds me of the 1980 Cleveland Browns. Sam Rutigliano is their head coach. They called them the Cardiac Kids, and they did that throughout an entire season. End up going into the playoffs and losing to Oakland on a last-second pass.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Yeah, Theo Riddick, the native of Manville, New Jersey, had some good early runs in Week 12 on Thanksgiving, finished with 45 yards on the ground, 13 through the air.
I like watching him play, and the reason I do is because he keeps expanding his game. Remember, he was just strictly a 3rd down back. Now he's a guy who can handle those runs that you just described, although they are better served when Amir Abdul is their lead runner, and Theo Riddick can be more of a third down back because he's dynamic downfield.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Riddick. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Charles, let me ask you about this Dallas defense, because so much hype, obviously, and rightfully so, about the offense. But this defense, they've held their own, have they not?
Indeed they have, and in a lot of cases, they've led the charge on defense, made plays, and let's face it, going into the season, we thought they might finish last in the league in defense. They had a lot of guys suspended. They spent a second-round pick on a defender that we all knew was not going to play this season in Jalen Smith, yet somehow they fashioned it together, led by Sean Lee, and become a cohesive unit that doesn't worry about who gets the credit, and have had guys emerge and make plays that you didn't expect.
It's complete to Golden Tate. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, Brandon, we've got a minute here. Let's talk about some of the top performers from last week, and I'm going to start with Tyreek Hill with the Kansas City Chiefs. What he did, phenomenal. The first rookie since Gale Sayers in 1965. Rushing touchdown, receiving touchdown, return touchdown.
Who else you got?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and Mike Evans, the wide receiver with Tampa Bay. Over 1,000 yards again in a season. He's done it every year he's been in the league. His first 3 seasons, he's joining some really nice company. And last but not least, don't leave out the defenders. How about the sack duel we had? Von Miller of the Broncos, Justin Houston of Kansas City, 3 sacks each in their great game.
And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also have to love and admire what the defense did. Swarmed the play and made sure he couldn't get anywhere. A loss of yardage.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on third down, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Riddick. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On second down, here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Third down and 12. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down throw for Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to right, and that's caught inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, Prescott flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Ebron caught left side. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Stafford on first down. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line.
Hey, let's go. Intercept. All day, baby. Let's get this. Nice pick, nice pick. Hit. Yeah, 21, 21. Let's go.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine.
Here's Stafford now on second down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
With a carry. Room here to run. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Watch left. Tight end to the right. Tight end left.
Another run. This time, though, for Seth. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye.
22. Check three. Red.
first down. Stafford here. Underneath, he hits Forsett. Touchdown, Detroit. Justin Forsett, 41 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First down, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So, partner, last night at dinner we got talking about that Miami Dolphins 6-game winning streak. But, you know, they're not the only ones on a streak right now. You got the Giants at 6 games, and don't forget the Raiders now 5 straight wins.
And how about the Giants season? 1-2 to begin the season, lost 3 in a row, and have won those 6 since then. So they're on a nice little run. How about the Miami Dolphins? They've won 6 in a row as well. The first time since 2008, and that's the last time they went to the playoffs. And Oakland, this 5-game winning streak has carried them to a 9-2 record, their first winning season guaranteed since 2002. And by the way, thanks for picking up the check.
You bet. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hey, Sean Robinson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Prescott. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
And the tight end Ebron in motion. On first down, this is Forsett. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. To throw is Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Ready. Set. Lady. Jack 57 ready.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Stafford on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Stafford looking to throw on, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones from 10 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for two or go for one?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Elliott. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. And they're going to speed things up here. The give is to Elliott. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, Prescott here to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he comes back with 1 complete. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down. And this defense, they needed that 1 more stop to have any chance. And he can't get a throw away. he's taken down. Haloti Ngata in there to get him for a loss of 5.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Single slot. Ready?
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Alert! He's coming. Double up.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last